I'd like now to welcome our alumni speaker. After inheriting her grandmother's cake decorating tools, Emma started making and decorating cakes for her friends. It wasn't long before she'd given up her day job and turned her childhood passion into a career. Please join me in welcoming alumni Emma Paff to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I'd like to ask you to please bear with me today, as I'm quite nervous today, as I'm very, very much out of my comfort zone speaking. I'm far more comfortable running around the kitchen in my chef whites and apron, so please bear with me. It's good to be pushed out of your comfort zone sometimes, and when I was asked to come and talk to this year's graduates of my experiences since finishing my course back in 2016, I really couldn't pass up the opportunity. Every one of us will have their own story that led them here, whether you are a young high school student, fresh out of school and looking to crack into the hospitality industry. Maybe you're a mature age student looking at making a drastic career change, or, like myself, felt the need to professionalise and hone my skills in order to help grow my business. We all start somewhere, and we all have our own career dreams and aspirations. So a little of my background to start. Before I came to TAFE studies, I was working full-time at QML Pathology. This was definitely not my dream job. I felt like I was going nowhere, and I was actually struggling to figure out exactly what it was I wanted to do with my career. I kind of just stumbled into this industry. And to explain how, I have to take you back, like way back, to my childhood. Some of my fondest memories as a child were my sister and I on our school holidays going and staying at my nan's house. She would sit us at the kitchen table and teach us how to make sugar flowers. I didn't remember it being that hard. So when, sadly, after she passed and I inherited all of her cake decorating tools, I thought I'd have a go and try and teach myself how to make sugar flowers. It definitely is not as easy as it looks. And obviously my memory as a child was a little clouded by the fact that the main focus for us was we just wanted to eat the flowers. So after trying to teach myself without much success, I went and did a very short one-day cake decorating class. After that, I was hooked. I was making cakes for everyone, family, friends, friends of friends, and then word of mouth really started to get out there, and that was the very start of my business, The Cake Lady. I was getting very busy with full-time work and my now growing cake decorating business. Something had to give. I'd always loved baking and cooking, and I really wanted to expand and grow my business, but I felt I was not well enough equipped or confident in my own abilities to take the plunge and go full-time into my business. I was sort of at a standstill. In 2015, I took some time and had a whirlwind holiday around Europe. My husband and I basically ate our way around Europe, and especially Paris. And to say that this trip changed the course of my life was an understatement. We did a very slow croissant and pastry crawl through the city and visited all of the very best bakeries and French patisseries. To visit these bakeries and see their use of ingredients and techniques that were hundreds of years old was an inspiration to me. It was on this trip that something just clicked in my head and I knew what direction I had to take. So with fantastic support and encouragement from my family, I took a leap of faith, and just 1 week after returning from that holiday, I had quit my full-time job and I had enrolled in Certificate 4 in patisserie right here at Southbank. I guess you could say that I have not looked back since then. I thoroughly enjoyed my time at Tafe, and I actually really miss the whole learning and supportive environment that you find here. I'm sure it's the same for you. I made some lifelong friends from my classmates, and some have actually gone on to fantastic careers. Since graduating, some of my classmates are now working in some of the best restaurants, bakeries and patisseries in Australia, such as Loon in Melbourne, Matt Moran's Aria, and Montrachet right here in Brisbane, which was recently featured on MasterChef. Others, like me, have gone on to start their very own businesses. Personally, for my business since graduating, I now feel I have the confidence in my skills and abilities to grow and expand my business and keep up with the ever-changing styles and trends of our industry. The growth and expansion of my business has meant many new changes, along with creating beautiful wedding cakes, birthday and celebration cakes. My business now does pop-ups at local Brisbane markets. This gives me the opportunity to use some of my pastry skills that I learnt here. I sell cakes and slices, cookies, breads, and of course croissants at these markets. Last year, I was approached by a local cake decorating shop and asked to run some basic classes teaching kids and adults the basics of baking and decorating. The interest in these classes has been overwhelming, and now this is a rapidly expanding area of my business. We have some more advanced workshops in development, teaching bread baking, croissants for the home baker. So we teach the students how to achieve great results using their home kitchen. I also try to take any opportunity I can to upskill, and I've been extremely lucky to be able to travel and study in cities such as New York, Melbourne, and right here in Brisbane. You truly never stop learning, and in this industry, keeping up to date with the current trends is a must. Since finishing Tafe back in 2016, I've also been lucky to have the opportunity to pop back into Tafe from time to time. Not long after my graduation, I was extremely surprised to receive an email from one of my teachers informing me that I would be awarded the Patisserie Student of the Year for 2016. That, of course, was a huge shock and surprise. I got to attend the awards dinner and celebrate with some of my former teachers, which was fantastic. It was around this time last year when I got a last-minute call to see if I would like to be involved in the Tafe Queensland advertising and marketing campaign. I thought, why not? Push yourself out of that comfort zone. I really was not prepared for what was in store that day. It was lights, camera, action. It was a day of hair, makeup, photos, interviews and videos. So not within my comfort zone. It was such a fun and interesting day though, and to say it is a little unnerving to see yourself on billboards, the back of buses, and in promotional ads is an understatement, but it is actually pretty cool and a great advertisement for my business. And now I find myself speaking to you at your graduation ceremony. Being asked and given the opportunity to stay involved at Tafe, I'm sure comes down to attitude and the willingness to have a go and just say yes. Your talent and creativity will only take you so far. Your attitude, especially in this industry, will take you all the way. I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that in your future, different opportunities will arise from time to time. And all I can say to you is grab those opportunities with both hands and just say yes. You never know where it may lead. Just like any good recipe, it's a combination of ingredients that will achieve great results. When it all comes together, the end result can be perfection. On that note, I won't take up too much more of your time, as I know you all have some very well-earned celebrating to do. I hope you will all look back on your time here at Tafe, as I do, and draw from the skills and knowledge you've gained, and I hope that by me telling you a little of my story, it might inspire you to go out there, work hard, follow your career dreams in whatever direction calls to you. As I've said, it is truly an honour to speak today, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of you and wish you very good luck in your future careers. Thank you.